Okay, now I'm going to talk about subtraction as adding the opposite. And I think we'll look at a number line and show you how that works. Let's say we start at any number. Anyways, you could model this different ways, but we'll start with a number line model. If we want to add 3 to a number, no matter what number, let's change colors. Add 3, so I'll do green for add. If I want to add 3, if I start anywhere and I want to add, let me start up here. Start at 0. If I want to add 3, because 3, if I want to add positive 3, the way I look at it is I look to the right. Well, my faces aren't very good. I look to the right and I walk right. Adding positives, and I think of it like there's 2 teams, the positives and the negatives. That's not very good, but anyways. So I go this way if I'm adding positives. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 2, 3. And that is adding 3. I'm a little bit more on here. It's going to be messy. Now, what if I want to subtract 3? So the way I look at that is positives always face to the right. I don't know if I can make this face look like they're going right, but positives are looking this way. But when you subtract, you go backwards. So the positive person is going to go backwards. 1, let's see if I can get this. 1, 2, 1 step, 2 steps. They're walking backwards, but they're still facing right. So this is minus a positive 3. Put a little plus on there. Now, what if we are adding negatives? Well, the negative team faces the other direction. Oh, see how my drawings go now. So the negative person, we're always going to start here at 0 for this. The negative person is here at 0, but they are facing left. They are looking this way. And if we add a negative 3, that means they walk forward 1, 2, 3 steps. We took 3 steps in the negative direction. It could be like east or west too if you want. Now if we want to subtract a negative 3, let's get that down here. The person is still facing left. Maybe I can get this face to look better. Face, nope. Face, they're looking this way. But because we are subtracting, they are going to walk backwards. We start at 0 and they're going to go backwards. They are going to go backwards 1, 2, 3 steps. Yeah, not very good on there, but 1, 2, 3 steps. So that is minus a negative 3. Oh, let me undo that and do that better. Minus a negative 3. So now, what we notice is that if we add a positive 3 or subtract a negative 3, in both cases we go 3 units right. So plus 3 and minus negative 3 are the same, have the same effect. What about the others? Get another color. Is that right? Oh, that's the red we had before. We need a new color. Oh, no, it's not. It's too purple. if we go plus a negative 3, that says plus a negative 3. No, that says plus a negative 3. Oh, and this says minus a plus 3. So plus a negative 3 is the same as minus a plus 3. Those two are the same. Now, there are some reasons why we prefer adding over subtracting. One of the first being that addition commutes. 5 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 5. This is not true with subtraction. Subtraction does not commute. 5 minus 3 does not equal 3 minus 5. They're opposites, in fact, aren't they? But if we write the 5 minus 3 as 5 plus a negative 3, then that will commute. That will be the same as negative 3 plus 5. So this is a reason why we want to rewrite, if we can, rewrite our subtraction as addition. Just one reason. So let's see, I'm going to clear this board. Well, let's see, basically what we say is, let's look at what we've got there. Let me bring it back down. So plus 3 is the same as minus a negative 3, or minus a negative 3. What we want to do is get our subtractions. So let's just say minus, oh, I get back to my pencil, pen, minus a negative 3 can be rewritten as plus 3, or plus a positive 3. Minus a positive 3 is the same thing as plus, has the same effect as plus a negative 3. They both go left. So what we say is a subtraction problem can be rewritten as adding. Notice that minus a negative 3 is the same thing as adding the opposite of negative 3, which is plus 3. Minus a positive 3 is the same thing as adding the opposite of positive 3, which is negative 3. And that's where we come up with adding the opposite. So let's look at a few problems that way, just a few as to how we would do it. So, for instance, if you have 7 minus 3, that could be rewritten. Note the 3 is positive, by the way. That could be rewritten as 7 plus the opposite of 3, which is negative 3. Yeah. And negative 4 minus negative 2. I'll put parentheses around that. Could be rewritten, and note we only change what comes after the negative sign, as negative 4. The minus becomes plus, and the 2 becomes positive, because we were taking away negatives. Now, one story I give for this is like a credit card. If you have ever bought something with a credit card, let's say you buy something that costs $25. So you have a debt of $25 on your credit card. If you return that item, then they should take away the debt. But my experience is they do not go back in time and erase that debt. Instead, they do something that is equivalent. The same thing as taking away the negative 25 is giving me $25, crediting me $25. How about that? That's a little bit of an explanation why y minus a negative is the same as a plus a positive. The way to take away a negative 25 is to add a positive 25. Let me see. I think I was going to do a few more examples. I don't know. Do you want? Nope. I think it's right. How do I get out of that? Stop. I don't want to upload files. I want to pan. There. Go away. Got it. Okay. How do I get that to stop? And let's do one more example if I can here with that thing there. I'll go back to the pencil. Maybe that'll make it go away. Pencil. Nope, it won't go away. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. Let's look at how about negative 5 minus 3. Okay, this is a positive 3. We're going to change it to negative, and we're going to change this sign to positive. So it becomes, because that subtraction sign only affects what comes after it, it becomes negative 5 plus a negative 3. And that way you only have to learn rules for addition with integers. I will stop there.